To the top of the ninth here at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Giants leading Houston 10-0. And Matt Cain has retired all 24 Astros hitters he's faced tonight. And from the second, the bottom of the eighth inning ended. A sellout crowd of 42,000 plus rose to their feet, screaming, making noise. They can't wait to see what transpires here in the ninth when Bogusevic, Snyder, and the pitcher's spot are due up. Cain has struck out 14, including Bogusevic, the last time he stepped in. This will be pitch number 115 tonight for Matt Cain. Here it is, and Bogusevic swings and fouls one at the plate for strike one. As Dave mentioned last inning, there have been 4 no-hitters thrown against the Houston franchise, including one in 1963 by Juan Marichal at Candlestick Park. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Bogusevic takes it. It's just off the corner. A fastball at 92, and the fans reacting with each pitch that isn't called a strike. But no pitcher has ever thrown a perfect game against the Colt 45s or Houston Astros. It's 1-1 to Bryan. Here's the pitch. That came way in. Not that far from hitting him. Cain has been the beneficiary of 2 outstanding plays. One by Blanco, robbing Schaefer back in the 7th. Another by Cabrera, making a catch near the top of the fence in left, and a long smash hit by Snyder. Here's a 2-1 pitch, swing a foul right at the plate. Bogusevic at a piece, but now he sees the count go to 2-2. Matt Cain threw a one-hitter here in San Francisco back in April when the opposing pitcher got the lone hits. Takes a deep breath before he's ready to throw the next one here to Bogusevic. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High fly in the air down the left field line. Cabrera is there in fair territory. Crosses the chalk in a foul ground, but makes the catch. 1 out in the 9th inning for Chris Snyder.
Brad Mills has one decision really left to be made. He's got Castro, Downs, Maxwell. 3 men available on his bench to bat in the final spot of this order.
Looks like it's Castro. He's out on deck. Here is Snyder. Looked like Chris had a home run back in the 6th inning when the ball came off the bat, but Cabrera caught the long drive against the fence in left. Cain's pitch. He throws the breaking ball, and it carries outside and misses. Outfield slightly around towards left against the Houston catcher. Batting with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Cain's next pitch on the way, and Snyder hits one high in the air, but playable left field. Cabrera waiting for that one to descend. He's got it. 2 outs in the 9th inning. And it's up to Jason Castro. Jason Castro faced Matt Cain a couple of years ago and hit his first big league home run against this Giants right-hander at Minute Maid Park. Tonight, he bats with Cain having retired all 26 Astros he has faced. Cain had 121 pitches as Castro steps in. Matt Cain ready in his pitch. The fastball is a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. The former Rice Owl product, Phil Humber, threw a perfect game earlier this season for the Seattle Mariners. Cain 1 out away here tonight at an 0-1 pitch, and Castro looks at one up and out for a ball. Cain has already struck out a career-high 14. He has faced 26 Astros and retired all 26. Castro batting with a count of 1-1. And Cain, the right-hander, ready. Here's his next pitch, and that one is a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. He's 1 out away. He's 1 strike away. And even Cain, who has barely broken contact with the rubber, took just a second or two to collect himself back behind the hill. And Jason Castro doing the same as he steps out. Castro back in the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch from Kane. A swing and a dribbler down the third baseline. Fielded by Arias. He stumbles. He throws to first. It's in time. This game is over. And Matt Cain is authored the 22nd perfect game in Major League Baseball history. And the Giants come racing out of the dugout to mob him near the mound. 27 up, 27 down. The 9th perfect game in National League history. It was Matt Cain's night from the beginning. And a ground ball to third off the bat of Jason Castro was played perfectly to first to end this one, and 42,000 plus here in San Francisco celebrates. When Arias stumbled a bit on that ground ball, I thought maybe he might have a difficult throw, but he set himself long enough to make the strike across the diamond. It was in time to get Castro, and again, Matt Cain has the 2nd perfect game this year in baseball, the 22nd in Major League history. There were a couple of great plays made behind him tonight, Dave, but for the most part, he was dominant.
Well, anytime you see a performance like we witnessed tonight, you're going to have a couple of important plays made behind you. It'll take nothing away from what he did. He threw strikes all night. He attacked this Astros lineup. He piled up the strikeouts, a career high. Couple of good swings for the Astros. But Matt Cain, a guy who has, I think, long been considered one of the best pitchers in the league, at least among people who have had an opportunity to really see him work or who look at the numbers beyond the wins and losses, because those have never reflected what kind of a pitcher he is. Still a very young man at 27 years old, and he is now a part of Major League Baseball history. And these 42,000 plus, they will never, ever forget this night.
Never forget they're here. Brandon Belt put the ball in his pocket for safekeeping as he ran to the mound to celebrate with Cain and his teammates. Bruce Bochy just gave Cain a huge hug out on the mound. 125 pitches for a perfect game tonight against the Houston Astros and a 10-0 win.